Hello there, in this video I will cover the hip placement during the side split and I will explain why some people get painful knees when performing a certain variation of the side split. Let's get started with the hip position during the side split. What a lot of people will do is they simply just stand erect like this with their legs next to each other and their hips pointed forward or just natural or neutral as you would if you were standing. What they will do then is slide their legs apart as far as they can, and actually they can't come really far basically because eventually the hips will not do this anymore. They will refuse, and that's because of some anatomically reasons, so I will cover that later. So what you want to do when you are performing a side split is first of all probably just start from the floor like I do right now and spread your legs. And when people are standing, their hips will be pointed forward, which is normal, and then it is pretty difficult to get very far, especially if you're not flexible enough yet. Then it is not possible for you to completely go down. So what you want to do is simply turn your hips to the back so your butt will stick in that direction, and then you can sit down in the side split and it will look like this, and otherwise it will look like this, and this will put a lot of pressure on your hips and most people don't have this flexibility. So start off simply by turning your hips backwards like I do now.
Hi, this is Microsoft Sam, and on the screen you can now see two legs that I drew, and these are the bones of your upper leg. And now I will add your grandmother's old underwear, and this is supposed to be your pelvis. I'm not that good at drawing. Drawing. I'm sorry, what I meant to say was drawing. I can add that word to the list of words that I find difficult to pronounce. So to get back on the subject, when you are performing a side split with your pelvis pointed forward as in a neutral position, like when you are standing, then the bones of your upper leg will be against your pelvis, and this is why you will not be able to reach the floor and it will leave a distance between you and the floor. If the great pieces of art didn't make this clear, then watch this clip or otherwise try to find the anatomy of the human hip.
Then another subject that I would like to cover in this video is the different kind of side splits, because some people believe that this is called a cheating split where the toes are pointing forward and your knees are also pointed forward, and this indeed does make it simpler to stay in this position because basically the gravity will keep you in the side split. What this also does is put quite some pressure on your knees, and especially if you're not flexible enough, the muscles will force your knees into the ground, and this will give a very uncomfortable feeling, if not pain, to your knees. And to avoid this you can do the side split like this by pointing your toes up in the air, and also your kneecaps will be pointing towards the ceiling, and this will not give any stress to your hips or to your knees. Something that is more difficult about this technique is the fact that my legs can actually go inwards like this, and when I'm leaning backwards a little bit, my legs will simply turn to the center, and then the side split isn't a side split anymore. Of course, I'm slightly more flexible than most people are, so please know that when I'm sitting backwards with my hips, it is because I can already do a side split. So as soon as you notice that you cannot go any further and turn your hips out, you might still not be able to do a full side split, mainly because your flexibility is not developed enough yet. So keep that in mind when you're trying out the tips that I just gave you. Safety first, and make sure that you don't do anything that will hurt or damage your muscles. That's it for this video. Don't forget to check out my featured video, subscribe to my channel for more, and also put a comment on this video if you like. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Slide their legs apart while they're still in that standing position until they can't to go any deeper than this.